All right, Twitch chat and YouTube. It is Wednesday night, so you know what that means. Mythic Society weekly vintage event. We have actually stumbled into the round 1 buy here, so only 3 rounds of Magic tonight. We're playing the latest Riddlesmith deck from Matt Murray, except we added Tinker Citadel because you should be playing Tinker Citadel. Tinker Citadel broken, yes, indeed, true statements. Yeah. So what is this deck? This deck is a artifact-based combo deck. Instead of playing PO, we are playing a smaller pyroblastable target in Riddlesmith. We are abusing our Riddlesmith activations by discarding Oval Chase Daredevils and returning them back into play with Moxen, which is always a good time. If you remember the Vintage Challenge victory that we played with the Riddler, it was kind of a worse version of this deck. It played Bazaar and Hollow One, which enabled some powerful plays, but made the deck, what do you say? Fairly inconsistent and fairly volatile. So this should be a little bit more reasonable in that regard. It's kind of a PO deck, but you're losing a little bit of power to play some more draw consistency. So yeah. So round 2 should be getting started shortly, and then we'll go to battle. Okay, chat. Welcome to round 2 Mythic Society weekly event. We're playing against not me, who I think they metagamed against us a little bit. I'll show you this deck list real quick. It's something else, isn't it? It is something else. Yeah. Here it is, chat. 2 Oko, 4 True Name Nemesis, 4 Tarmogoyf, 2 Brazen Borrowers, a Collector Roof, a Nimble Obstructionist, 2 Back to Basics, 3 Days, 6 Forces, and 2 main deck Mindbreak Traps. 4 Fluxes, 4 Ley Lines. Jeez. Okay, alright. It's okay, we can't get back to basics here, so... I think this hand's fine. Gonna get an early Ancestral. Our opponent will be putting the pressure on us, though, so we'll have to see. 4 Goyfy, 4 True Name Nemesis. So here... I don't think I want to... this is a little tough. Yeah, I don't think I want a Merchant Scroll. I'd like to be able to protect it with Flusterstorm. We can hold up Flusterstorm on their turn. Well, maybe I want a Merchant Scroll. It's tough because if they play their one Collector Roof, it gets really tricky. So I kind of want to Force of Will, but what I really want is an Ancestral Recall, which we can protect with Flusterstorm and buy back with Yagwil. I don't really want this to get countered, though. So I think what we want to do is just pass, and we can spin and look for like a land drop or a Moxen so that we can go Merchant Scroll for Ancestral next turn. We definitely did not play around Mindbreak Trap on the Opal, but I think that is fine. I don't think I would... It's like you lose a lot of value by not playing the Opal there. You can't spin in Flusterstorm, per se. So... yeah, that's another good reason not to play Mindbreak Trap on my turn. There is not to get my not to play Merchant Scroll on my turn. Is to not get Mindbreak Trapped. All right, what do we have on our top 3? That is really bad. That is really, really bad. Yeah, it's quite poor for us. There's really not much we can do about this either. We just kind of have to shuffle away and hope it all works out. Guess we'll take a second Flusterstorm. Maybe we're supposed to take a Mystical Tutor. I think I'm going to take a Flusterstorm over it. We are in a rough spot, though. We definitely need this to resolve, as it will be shuffling away those terrible cards. They have one Flusterstorm in their main deck, so if we get hit with a one Flusterstorm and then Daze, it will be a little annoying. They had their one Flusterstorm, so now we get to find out if they have a second Counterspell. The problem with this is we don't get to spin this Resolve. It did Resolve, so we get an Ancestral. This is good. We've shuffled. This is also good. Let's see what opponent jams here. Another Preordain. Where are the Goyfs? Get that clock on. Yep, I can have 6 now. No play. All right, I don't think we're supposed to Ancestral on our turn. Running into negation for no reason seems poor. That's interesting. I don't know what the best line here is. They don't have any Flusterstorms left in their deck, so all they have is Mindbreak Traps, Dazes, Negations, and Force of Wills. Demonic Tutor for Black Lotus is quite a strong play. Not right now. I don't want to run into Mindbreak Trap. That's the real issue here. I actually think we are supposed to cast this Ancestral, but we kind of want to get one more spell cast first. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, I don't have to do it first. So if I cast, and then I repeal, and then I fluster, that's Mindbreak Trap. So I can't play around Negation and Mindbreak Trap, but... I can't play around both. Unfortunate. They had Mental Misstep. See. Wait, I can protect with Flusterstorm though. Why did I think I could not protect with Flusterstorm? Am I crazy? Why did I think I couldn't protect with Flusterstorm? You're definitely not supposed to repeal first because it would trigger Mindbreak Trap. All right, they have a Force. That's fine. Force of Will is no problem. Force of Will, no problem. I don't have a problem with Force of Will here because I can just Yogg Will later. The real problem is going to be Mindbreak Trap. Well, maybe I can bait a Mindbreak Trap by just cycling this repeal here. Just like actually trying to bait a Mindbreak Trap. All I want to do is go Demonic Yogg Will next turn. All right, I guess that's the end of this line here. Maybe we don't actually need... Now that we have a Soul Ring, we might not actually have to Demonic for a Lotus. I really don't think we're allowed to run into Trap. It's going to be a true name here. Sure. Who gives a fuck? Not I. Tinker. Okay. I should have gone off this Opal, floated a black. Oh, they just had another Force. All right, cool. This should be game. I should be able to go Demonic, Yogg Will. Yeah. Good. Demonic, Lotus, Yogg. Nami has seen the line. All right, so we beat mono counterspells.deck just with restricted blue cards, really, which is pretty impressive. To say the least, pretty impressive. Now, I think another Flusterstorm is definitely in order. I don't hate the idea of an Echoing Truth, but it's a little medium. I don't really actually like the idea of interacting with my opponent much at all. Definitely am not bringing in a Blightsteel against their 2 Brazen Borrower, 2 Oko deck. Time Twister does not look fantastic here, but it's not unreasonable actually with no Pyroblasts. It's pretty bad with all the Mind Break traps and stuff though, so let's just get that out of here. So I guess at this point we can just bring in our own Mind Break trap for the counter war. I think that's probably better than bringing in like creature removal. I don't actually think creature removal is what you want to be doing. You just want to let them play their creatures and murder them. So let's just submit. A nice thing is our opponent's only on 2 Collector Roof. It's very nice of them. An interesting hand to say the least here. Definitely a keep though. Our opponent likely boarded out back to basics, so we're definitely just gonna fetch an Underground Sea. This hand's weird. This hand's certainly weird, but it's definitely a keeper. Oh, snap off a misstep there. Can't play this Mind Break trap, unfortunately, but oh, they went down to 4? 5? They went down to 5. That's pretty good for us. Yeah, let's just do fetch here. Fetch an Underground Sea. Fetch a Toll Ring. Yeah. Pass. What do you got for us? What is your follow-up? Island. Pass. No reason to vamp here. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to vamp at their end step and go for Tinker with Fluster backup. Well, that does make my brainstorm worse. So maybe we should brainstorm first. Maybe this was poor. Maybe we shouldn't do this. I might go Mentor. I no longer like Vampiric very much, but I don't really want to brainstorm as there's nothing I want to shuffle. What about just going Mentor? It gets around like everything. I think I'm going to go Mentor. I'm going to fetch this now so that they can't do anything that would make me crack. Maybe this is greedy, but no, I think this is the best line. I wish I had... no, this is fine. I think this is good. They had Force of Will. I couldn't do much about that. I guess I can try to brainstorm into my own force. I think I should. That's kind of unfortunate that there are no artifacts for this Riddlesmith, but at least it's something, I guess. Looks pretty bad for me here. Anything I had done would have gotten forced, I think. So I don't know if there was another play for us. The cool thing is that they don't really have anything to kill this Riddlesmith. So although it doesn't do anything right now, I actually should play this because I can hardcast Trap. Pretty good. So I'm going to hold the island, though, when we draw it so that we can discard it to Riddlesmith. So they can't actually get back their Ancestral here with Sanctuary. I don't think their last card is anything that can protect it, so we should be good. Just trap this. Could have days. Not much I can do about that. Not me is confused on why that is in my deck. I guess that's a fair confusion. Yep, you got it. See what this finds. If it just finds like a Goyf or a true name, it's pretty reasonable, right? Bottom, top. So they kept a card. They kept one card on top, and it wasn't Emerald, so they have something. Maybe a hard cast trap, maybe a hard cast negation. Not sure. It's a great draw though, as it's gonna cycle. Sure. Why not? That's reasonable. I think we're in a good spot. We have, 2 power. 2 power? Can I get a 2 power? You know, like the iconic cycle of 2 power, 2 mana creatures? The blues creature is Riddlesmith. You guys have seen that cycle, right? It's definitely not Snapcaster Mage. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I think I'm supposed to hold that. Well, this Flusterstorm kind of sucks, right? I think this Flusterstorm is worse than a random card. Yeah, it totally is. There are no more white cards in my deck, so let's just ponder off the Tundra. What is this? Hardcast Trap? Yeah, that's fine, I think. I think I would rather hold my force than fight over a ponder. Tinker would be a good draw. Academy is an interesting draw. I'm gonna hold it. We kind of have a infinite mana as it is. 2 power. When is Tinker? When you don't have any artifacts. When they have a Pyroblast. Sure. I will pay 2 life for this. Flusterstorm, Force of Will. Mystical Tutor. Okay, so I think my line now is going to be an end of turn Mystical Tutor for Tinker. Because I have enough mana to pay for Hardcast Force and to pay for Flusterstorm. I could also just get a PO. That'd be fun too, but I think Tinker's slightly better. Oh, should we get a Yogwill? That sounds like fun too. Well, let's get a Yogwill. We're most likely going to vamp for a Time Walk with our Mentor, but yeah. Oh, they're going to hold Flusterstorm for... What is it? I have a Flusterstorm in my yard. You can't do that. That's illegal. That's illegal. All right, here. They're going to Flusterstorm me for 4 to tap me lower. That might be good enough, actually. We don't have any mana in our yard. I guess we can just vamp Tinker. Maybe that's the... Well, no. Let's see how much mana this takes up. Red. We only have, what, 3 mana after all of this? We have 3 mana here. So we could vamp. Well, we just vamp Time Walk. It's not that good though. Vamp Probe Time Walk. Mentor Probe? Mentor Probe? Mentor Probe's not bad. Well, I can tutor for Tinker, but I'm tapped out, so this doesn't really work. I think it's Mentor Probe. Can't think of a better line. Vamp a Lotus? What about Vamp a Lotus? Vamp a Lotus. Probe into Lotus. Lotus Mentor Brainstorm? That might be slightly better. Vamp. Wait, Vamp a Lotus is going to net us 2 mana. Is there a Tinker line after that? I don't think so. Vamp a Lotus. Probe into a Lotus. Lotus, Mentor, Mystical for Time Walk, maybe? That's got to be the best line, right? Lotus, Mentor, Mystical for Time Walk. Oh, wait, we have 5 mana now? But we don't have any way to... We could Brainstorm... And then... We still have our land drop here, so we have 5 mana. So maybe what we do is we Brainstorm... Mystical for Force... I don't think you understand. Mindbreak Trap counters your spells. Alright, I don't know what the best line here is, but I'm sure Chalky will figure it out later. I think I was just gonna like play a Mentor and Mystical plus Brainstorm into a Time Walk for the next turn. Which is probably fine. Okay, chat. We got a spicy meatball here in round 3 of this Mythic Society Weekly. Seth has a Basalt Monolith, Mesmeric Orb, Thassa's Oracle combo deck. Yeah, and also shops. So that's what's going on here. I think. Anyways, let's play our round. Yep. I've drawn a lot of restricted cards tonight, you know? Paradoxical Outcome, Tinker. I've been preparing for my Paradoxical Outcome restriction with this deck. It's very nice. Jeez. I mean, this doesn't change. I have to do this. Just going to get an Ancestral here. They have Wastelands? No Wastelands. Theoretically, I could get a Forest, but it's such bad value that I can't do that to myself. Ancestral, very nice. Wow, that's... I wish I had these draws during During that showcase, huh? Unreal. Actually unreal. Actually insane. I think this is supposed to be the top. Yeah. Cool. Well, yes. Do not cut Tinker ever. All right, my opponent had some meteor golems, a Sir Conrad, Ulama. I don't know what is happening. Why? Does this like help you go infinite somehow? Because when you mill over, it shuffles back. I don't know. I don't understand. Whatever. Mindbreak Trap. Does Hercule's Recall do anything? I guess they're a sphere resistance deck, so can I can name them Basalt Monolith. I could trap them. Oh, I guess the Eldrazi plays around trap. But it doesn't I mean, I can just trap when the Dread Return is put on the stack. So that kind of works, I think. I don't know if I want to do that. I think just having Hercule's Recalls and this stuff is fine. Though I don't know what I'm taking out. I guess I'm taking out Time Twister, Flusterstorm, Mental Misstep, Cataxian Probe, and Daredevil, sure. Submit. Illegal hand, unfortunately. Illegal. That one's legal. That one. Uh-oh. Resolve. Oh no! Well, that was just a little bit gross. So now they just need a monolith. You know, I didn't have enough counter magic. What can I say? They milled a monolith. Can they get the monolith back? Okay. Milled 2 monoliths. Yeah, I can't do shit. You got me. Hard cast Narcomoebas. They're coming for us, chat. They're coming. Ooh, this was really good draws. The best way to sequence this. So I draw an Underground Sea, and then I draw a Tarn. And then I tinker. Wait a fucking second. Whenever a permanent becomes oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. We lose the time walk and we just go well, no, I'm gonna yes. Do this, I guess. I think that's how that works. Okay. All right, so this gets milled. I draw a land. I Echoing Truth, the Chalice, and then I play Mox. No. I should be able to tinker this turn. I could theoretically just tinker off of this seat. I wish I had that Blightsteel, unfortunately. Did I board in the Blightsteel? Oh, what is that? What did I just hit? No, didn't board in the Blightsteel. So I can Echoing Truth the Chalice and then go Jet, Opal. I could still tinker. I guess it's better to do that because that way I have things in play for a PO, but I lose my ability to Riddlesmith trigger. I also lose. I think I'm not going to die next turn unless they draw one of their remaining 2 Basalt Monoliths or. Well, they lost their City of Traders, so they can't get a Karn on me anymore. I think I'm going to Tinker instead. Yogwill. I think I'm just gonna pass. Oh, this is gonna get milled anyways. So maybe I should. Well, the problem is I can't play any 0 drops anyways. So what am I even playing? Nothing, right? So I'm just taking this, milling over, and oh, that's a good one to on the stack do. Yeah, sure. What? That's so broken. Why does Bolas Citadel exist? Oh, I just tapped my mana for no reason though. Why do I suck? Whatever. Who cares? Who needs mana anyways? Guys, who needs mana anyways? Come on now. All right. So I put this, draw, discard, resolve, draw, this, draw, discard, resolve, draw this, 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 this. Yeah, we should be good here. This, I guess I can be doing this twice now. Oh, I discarded the Soul Ring because it lagged. All right, we'll discard this, play this, return this, draw this, cast this. Cast this. Draw, discard, draw, discard. Do. Return. Pass this. Draw. Discard. Oh, I don't have a Tinker, right? Whoops. Can get... I don't fucking know. Demonic Tutor, sure, why not? Riddlesmith, baby! Man, I love this card. It's just too much fun. I wish this had protection from red. No, it doesn't even do it because I think it's Pyroblast on the stack. I wish this can't be countered by red spells protection from red. Yes, you most certainly got Tinker Citadel. That is true. That is true. Tinker Citadel is just not remotely reasonable and should not exist. This is it. The fourth and final round of the Mythic Society weekly event. We are playing the Riddler. We have won all our matches, though one of them was a bye. So 3-0. We're playing against Ravager Shops, which I believe to be quite a strong matchup for us. Good matchup for us. So let's do it. On the play again, we've got a sweet one. Sure, keep. Have our main deck and Hercule's Recall, a bunch of powerful cards. We will, of course, cast Ancestral off of this, and if we don't draw a blue land, we could be in trouble, obviously. This is a very wastelandable land. So... yeah, we gotta drum up some more excitement for this tournament series, not me. I want to get more people back in on it. We had like 20, 30 people for a couple weeks there. But I think once it lapsed over and switched to Patreon, lost a couple people. So let's try to talk it up on Twitter and in the Discord. And do you have time around Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, Magic Online? Cheap vintage FNM style event. Yikes. Now, do I play the Soul Ring? A very hard question, I feel. I think the answer is no. Kind of want to be able to vamp for Academy. It's really awkward. Maybe even vamping for fetch land so that I can brainstorm here. My hand is quite awkward. They have a powerful Moxen draw. Hoping for not very many interactive pieces. More creatures, please. How about just a Fleetwheel Cruiser? I think the answer is no Soul Ring, but it's not looking good for us. We were really hoping to see lands in Moxen off of that Ancestral, not Citadel. as is the usual. See if they found a sphere. No sphere? I don't think it's a keep then. If you don't have a sphere in this hand, I feel like you have to mulligan it. All right, so I don't think we're supposed to vamp now. I don't know. I still do want to fetch land. But I feel like vamping for a fetch land is like greedy. Is it greedy or is it like too conservative? If I vamp for a fetch land here, that means my brainstorm is good. I can get rid of Citadel, Daredevil, and I can go land, Soul Ring, and Time Walk if I want to. Or I could just vamp for. See, I can't vamp for a Tinker because I have a Citadel, and I don't have the lands. I could just brainstorm right now, but the problem with brainstorming right now is like maybe I'm just supposed to use brainstorm and then shuffle with vamp if I need to. I just can't seem to think this vamp is correct here, so I just drew Academy. I just drew Academy. This is illegal. I have run so hot tonight. It's actually just illegal. I've actually just drawn hotter than the sun. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. This is absurd. Would have won the showcase if I drew like this. Completely whitelisted. Actually insane. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I think that was a mulligan from my I think that was supposed to be a mulligan from my opponent, to be honest. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna set up a Yogwill there and then put Tinker's Time Vault key in play and I don't know, maybe a mentor to attack faster. Basically all roads lead to victory there. Just doing broken Yogwill things. There is a Twister in this deck. I don't think it's very good. Probably gonna cut it. But I don't know exactly what I'm gonna play instead. Maybe just more POs. I don't really see a need for a Twister, to be perfectly honest, but I just took Matt's list, so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my lands and my Fatal Push and my Blightsteel Colossus and my Echoing Truth and possibly my Mindbreak Trap. And then I'm going to be taking out Bolus's Citadel, Time Twister, Fluster, Misstep, probe, repeal, and next we just won't bring in my brick trap. And maybe an opal. Seems reasonable. Could theoretically keep in Citadel in this matchup, but doesn't seem necessary. I definitely have in the past, but yep, it's a great one. Keep. Not a great one, I guess I should say. It is definitely a keep. But it has, it's got problems too. Doesn't have a force, doesn't have, a lot of things, but I think it's a good hand. Has a lot of unwastable mana, has early plays, fast mana, has a Hercules, so I think this matchup plays pretty similarly to PO versus Shops. My opponent doesn't really have good cards to bring in either, so that's a good one. That's a good one too. So 7 mana on turn 1. Chalice. It's a good hand. Need a threat. No threat though. No threat is a problem for them. Because what we need to do here is just play land, 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 Hercules Recall, and go off. Very easy to do when there's no threats. Also, we get the added bonus of being able to play Riddlesmith. So it was a good hand for my opponent, and they definitely should keep it. They just have to draw a removal spell, basically, and they did not. So here... A little unfortunate, because... I don't really want to cast Hercules right now. And if I play my Underground Sea, I don't really want to get Wastelanded. So maybe I'm supposed to just play Riddlesmith and pass back. That seems kind of bad. I feel like, would they have held a Wasteland? I can definitely Tinker if I Hercules. Well, if I Hercules right now, I can't go Tinker right now because I will only have black mana. But I can play a Riddlesmith off of Lotus on blue and then play a top. Is that good? I don't really think so. My question basically is, am I supposed to play Underground Sea and Demonic? Am I supposed to play Underground Sea and look for an end of turn Hercules? Am I supposed to play Riddlesmith? They have one card. I'm going to play Underground Sea and go for the Hercules end of turn line. It's a little risky to a Wasteland, unfortunately, but I think it's worth it to just like make them have... Maybe I'm wrong. We still have the backup Riddlesmith on the next turn. I think making them have the Wasteland on this turn and then... because we don't want them to draw like other spheres. That would be bad. Like that. So we do get punished here because even if we bounce, we are in trouble. So that's a no-go. Unfortunately, this does stop my plan. They did just top deck the sphere, though. It's not a big deal. We have an attacking Riddlesmith. We can play another one this turn. If we draw fetch land, we can do the same play. No, that's fine, though. Play another Riddlesmith. Attack with Riddlesmith. We're clocking. We're clocking. What are they top decking now? A Ravager. That could make things interesting. Definitely can't attack into it. So I do think that if we draw a land, we should Hercules Recall right away. And the reason for that is I do have 2 Riddlesmiths and a Daredevil to use off my triggers. Nice. Okay, so I think now is the time. I do have another island to get, which is pretty cool. Love that. Maybe I'm supposed to get another... I should probably get another Underground Sea to protect my Demonic Tutor from a Wasteland off the top, but I don't know if they're getting another turn here. It's quite possible they're just not getting another turn here with a million over Daredevil triggers. Do this, draw this, do this, draw this, pitch this, resolve, return, do this, draw this, pitch this, pitch this, resolve, return, top, draw, discard, very nice draw, draw, discard, resolve, draw, ancestral, opal. Yeah, we have now gone off. Draw, discard, resolve, return. I don't have Citadel in my deck. I forgot about that, actually. That's not a huge deal, though. Black mana, cast, draw, discard, discard, resolve, keep, turn. Up to 5 mana currently. Yogwill has some pretty bad anti-synergy with my Daredevil problems, but we would get back Lotus, Ancestral, Opal. It's probably worse than like Brainstorm into Demonic. Put back this, put back this. Oh, this puts me 1 short, actually. I guess we can just, I don't know, Time Walk and then Yogwill on the next turn. Maybe that's reasonable here. I might be missing a lethal, but this is probably getting us pretty close to lethal, so. Yeah, sure, we can pitch a Daredevil. No, we actually just have, lethal right now by attacking. So we can just play this Daredevil and Time Walk again. Very cool. And like that, perfect night with the Riddler. It's a very powerful engine. And if opponent starts bringing in graveyard hate for your 3 Daredevils, then you still are a Tinker deck. So, Cardboard Live? No, I'm pretty sure you can just use it. I don't know. Cardboard Live just shows you decks. Maybe it has a streaming service too. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, this deck looks strong. What can I say? Seems pretty good. No, we just played against Ravager Shops, and we just crushed Ravager Shops as probably to be expected. So yeah, this was a Mythic Society Weekly on a Wednesday. We played this very, very interesting Riddler deck. I'm a big fan. It looks like it's pretty good. I'd probably start by cutting this Time Twister and putting a second Paradoxical Outcome in the deck. But in general, it was a pretty strong deck. We obviously tinkered a lot in this tournament, so a little hard to see exactly how good the Riddlesmith package was. But in the last game, it obviously showed up being very, very powerful. So I would be willing to play more of it at some point. Obviously, this deck is incredibly weak to Pyroblast, which is to be expected of any deck that I play. Also pretty weak to Collector Oof. This deck is not playing swords or anything, so also weak to Archon of Emeria. It's got a lot of really, really problematic enemies in the format. So while I think that the shell itself is quite powerful, it is also very, very fragile. So you have to be a little wary when you try to sleeve this up for a tournament, as you could hit a bunch of matchups and just not be able to play Magic. If you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See, I haven't done that yet, and I've been meaning to do outros. I normally I just end my videos like salty and 04, but today you should like, comment, and subscribe. So, oh man.